Back, baby. Back.
I'm gonna stitch on the one now. It tastes good.
In this video, I'm going to show you how to use the Planet of the Vapes One. Whether you've never used it before and just want to get off on the right track, or you don't have one and you want to see if it's right for you, this video will help you see if the ritual is your style. You're going to need a couple things first. You'll need your herbs. I've got some nice hemp that I've already ground up in here. A place to put your herbs afterwards, kind of like to dump them out like a debowler that we have. I have a scoop to scoop the herbs into the vaporizer, but you could just use your fingers and pinch it if you want, and a couple brushes afterwards. But that's all you're really going to need. When it comes to the one, there's really only three things you need to find. One is the controls, which are right here on the side with the buttons and a display. The other is the mouthpiece, where you're going to hit it to get your vapor. And then the other is the oven, where you're going to go ahead and put your herbs. We can do that before we turn it on. So I'll get a scoop and load some herbs from the scoop into the bowl. I don't want the herbs to be really tight in this one. This vaporizer likes a kind of a medium to light pack. At the end of the day, I want you to know there's no real right or wrong way to do this. There's all kinds of temperatures involved and different ways you can pack it, but they will all work and you'll just get slightly different results depending on what you use. But don't be afraid of any of it. It's all playing around and you're going to find your own sweet spot over time. So after I loaded the herb, I put the mouthpiece back on top like that. And now I'll go ahead and triple click the power button quickly to turn it on and it'll vibrate. And then on the screen itself, after the Planet of the Vapes logo goes away, you'll see the set temperature up top, the actual temperature down bottom, that's the big number and it's climbing as it heats up. And next to that is the battery meter. That's really everything you need to see as the session goes along. Once it reaches temperature, the set temperature up top will change to the time left in your session. That's just a session timer letting you know that this thing's going to turn off by itself after a while. That's only to save the battery life. If you want to turn it off sooner, you can triple click it to turn it off. Or if you want to do more afterwards, you can triple click it to turn it back on and keep on trucking. Mine's vibrated and it's at 370 degrees right now. That's a lower temperature and I'll start there. The first hit is usually going to be really nice and light and wispy, but really tasty. Yeah, exactly like I said, nice, tasty, light vapor. It's gonna start punching later. You can take short or longer hits. I like to take longer drags on this, it's just my style, but a lot of people will take about half the size hit I do, maybe 5 or 6 seconds long. I'll go a little longer because that's just what I like. You can see the vapor's getting thicker, you can see more of it. The taste is also already started to drop just a little bit, and that's what you'll see is as the clouds get thicker, the taste kind of gets less. Now, if you're already done, you've had enough, you don't want to finish off the whole bowl, you can, like I said, triple click it and turn it off and you're good to go. Or you could keep on trucking like I am, or I'm gonna even turn up the temperature and get more out of it. But if you decide to turn it off now, then you can use this same bowl later at night at a higher temperature in the evening maybe. This is like a nice daytime temperature. If you want to learn more about temperatures, down in the comments here, we have a link to a video I did that'll explain everything you need to know about temperatures and how to get going really quickly without being confusing. I'm now going to turn this up to 390. It was at 370 and I noticed that the vapor was already starting to drop a little bit, so it was going to pretty soon be done at that temperature. So I raised it up to 390. We'll get some more hits here. See, I'm getting a boost in the vapor now that I've turned the temperature up. You can do whatever you want with the temperature. If you're really happy with how you feel at this point, you can stop or leave the temperature there. You don't have to take it any higher. You can go back down and start your next session at the lower temperature if you want, or even start at a higher temperature. It doesn't really matter. I'm gonna go ahead, because it's my style, I like to finish off a ball all at once. I'm gonna go ahead and turn this all the way to the top temperature of 430 and have a last few hits there to just kind of finish off the bowl. It's crushing. It just vibrated to turn off and the vapor was starting to wane. So that's perfect timing. I think this bowl is done. There's no real right or wrong about when it's done either. It's kind of done when you say it is. If you've got a whole bunch of herb and you don't need to stretch your stash, you can just vape at lower temperatures all the time and enjoy the flavor. If you're trying to stretch it, you'll want to vaporize at the higher temperatures to finish it all off. But now that it's off, and while it's still warm, I'm gonna empty it out. And this is really important. If you don't do this right away, you're gonna have to clean all the parts more often. But if you just do these 2 little steps really quickly, you'll save yourself a lot of trouble. Basically at this point, I'll take off the mouthpiece, and there's a screen right there. So you just brush that off. And then with the one, go ahead and turn it upside down here. I'm putting it on our debowler that we sell on the site. Put it on that spike and the herbs come out. But then I also want to brush it out. Here we got the spiral brush here. And that'll just get every little bit off. And now it's really clean. The screen is clean. It's not going to get clogged near as quickly. And if you just do that after every session, you'll go a long time without having to clean the screen or the glass mouthpiece. That's pretty much it. That's our first session. Now you can have all kinds of fun playing with different pack levels, maybe use the dosing capsule, mess around with the temperatures, and even see if you like shorter, longer hits better. Have fun with it.